Welcome to The Real Conversation, the show where we engage with thought leaders shaping the global real estate landscape. I'm your host, Flora Ani, and today we're honored to have with us a chartered surveyor and property valuer, internationally accredited mediator, Mr. Akin Opatola, the president of FIABCI, the International Real Estate Federation. As FIABCI prepares for its milestone, the 75th World Real Estate Congress will explore the Federation's global impact, this year's Congress theme, and what lies ahead for the industry. Good to have you on the show, Mr. Akin.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's start. Let's begin with your journey. How did you come to lead FIABCI, and what has this role meant to you personally and professionally?
Thank you so much. So for me, it has been a 8 year journey from when I started. My mentor and boss then was a FIABCI member, FIABCI leader. And I saw his trajectory, I saw the way he networked, and I saw the business opportunities with international colleagues and friends. So I had made up my mind then that if I get to that stage, I would also like to participate, doing cross-border transactions, doing business within the country and outside the country, and to see how I can also broaden my knowledge because a lot of these are colleagues, they're one or two steps ahead across the real estate value chain.
All right. So FIABCI spans over 70 countries. How does the Federation foster collaboration across such diverse real estate markets?
So there are several ways, one of which is through the rich content. We have two conferences that takes place at least every year. One is the World Real Estate Congress, typically around May, June. Then we have also the Global Leadership Summit, which takes place around December. We get leaders from around the world, not just in the real estate space, to come and teach, do workshops, and have conferences and plenary sessions. So we get to learn, do business amongst ourselves, because those conferences are open to both FIABCI members and non-FIABCI members. As you've rightly said, we are currently in about 70 countries.
Yeah.
So of course you can do businesses and across those countries.
Now in its 75th year, FIABCI has certainly evolved. What do you consider its most significant contributions to the real estate world over the decades?
So internationally, I would say we've been able to be at the forefront of cutting edge technology. When you think of things like blockchain, AI, smart and sustainable cities, current urban living, those are the conversations we drive when we have our conferences. Those are the conversations we get to be in touch with for a few of our members, the opportunity to go for those conferences. So when we come back, we try to engage these with our members and with the public when we do advocacies. So we see it as an advantage. When you know what they say, when you collaborate and associate with thought leaders, business experts, real estate professionals from around the world, you get to expand your professionalism and also grow your network and enrich your content also.
All right, so I understand you'll be having a conference very soon, but before we talk about the Congress that's going to hold very soon, let's go for a short break.
Thank you.
All right, we're just getting started in this insightful conversation with the president of FIABCI. When we return, we'll dive into the most anticipated 75th FIABCI World Real Estate Congress, its theme, impact, and why you should be there. Stay with the Real Conversation.
Get credible and authentic housing news at your fingertips by downloading the Housing TV mobile app. You can also join the African International Housing Show live from across the globe through the Housing TV mobile app. The mobile app features live streaming and trending housing news. You can locate the AIHS venue via the app, network with AIHS seasoned speakers, and live chat with exhibitors. You can also order house or building materials at AIHS via this app. Download the Housing TV mobile app now from the App Store and Google Play Store. And don't forget to click on the notification button. Available for both iOS and Android users. Housing TV is also on Star Times, channel 149 decoder.
All right, welcome back. If you've just joined us and speaking with the president of FIABCI about the Federation's global influence and its upcoming milestone, the 75th World Real Estate Congress. Now let's talk about, about the upcoming Congress.
Yes.
What's the theme for this year and why is it particularly relevant now?
Okay, thank you. So the theme for this year's Congress, which is the 75th Real Estate Congress, is Global Real Estate Renaissance. And it is extremely relevant now because Renaissance, as the name implies, like a rebirth. Even the real estate sector in Lagos and in Nigeria, we feel that this is the time that a new beginning is coming up. If you use Lagos as an example, we see a lot of these new evolving cities. Lagos State has taken an amazing step in that right direction. We see the likes of Orange Island, the likes of Eco Atlantic also, and the new cities in Ekpe that are just coming up. So a lot of conversations will be taking place along this theme.
All right, we know the theme now. Now let's look at what participants should expect in terms of speakers, workshops, and networking opportunities.
Okay, good. So it's going to be an amazing 1 week long event between the 9th to the 13th of June. We're expecting about 150 of our international colleagues to come in. There's going to be golf tournaments, there's going to be welcome, farewell party, 2 days of plenary. There's going to be a study tour so that these are international colleagues that have never been to Nigeria or Africa. They get to see the sights and sounds of Lagos. And there's also going to be the creme de la creme of the property awards. It's called the Prix d'Excellence. It's a global awards show that FIABCI has been spearheading, which has been around for about 30 years. So where we give awards to the very best projects from around the world. So it's a unique opportunity for developers to partake in that particular event. We're expecting about 65 international speakers from around the world. We have Dr. Mohammed, who is the CEO of the Real Estate Registry in Saudi Arabia. He has confirmed he's definitely coming in. We're going to get the Minister, of Architecture and Construction from Hungary. He has also confirmed that he's coming. We have Professor Mate from Ghana, because this is not only a Nigerian conversation, it's a Pan-African conference. It's the first time that is happening in Nigeria. And of course in Africa. We're super excited. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has also graciously accepted our invitation that he'll be there. The Governor of Lagos State, and also past Governor of Cross River State, Donald Duke, is also going to be there. We have the Housing Minister. It's going to be amazing. A lot of FIABCI members that are thought leadership across the councils. So we have thought leaders in valuation, in construction, in prop tech. They are also coming to come and share their ideas, their knowledge with participants from here. Honestly, it's an event that people should not miss. The opportunity to meet people, because you're going to meet these people. You're going to be with them for the entire week and learn from them. And of course, business can flow thereafter.
All right, definitely is an event that people should not miss, just like you said. Now, FIABCI's congresses are known for their inclusivity. How are you engaging emerging markets and younger professionals this year?
Thank you. So let me start with the emerging markets. So the way we typically run our conferences, we look at those conversations that are trending around the real estate ecosystem. The lovely thing about FIABCI is its membership base is very diverse. We take all sorts of professionals that are within the built environment. So we have lawyers that are part of us, both locally and internationally. We have finance, we have bankers, we have people that are brokers, we have developers, interior decors. You're a professional, you can join us. So the conversation is very deep and very wide. So people think that it's more tailored towards the real estate. No, we speak about finance, sustainable living, how to modify finance projects from conception. We speak about construction, AI. Those are the conversations that are going on globally, and we also bring it down to our conferences. We do have a young professional members club in FIABCI that's been running for many years. We have a section that speaks to the conversations that those young professionals like to also engage in. What is the future of real estate? Even from their demographic.
It's good to catch them young.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we'll go for another short break and we'll be back. Well, there is more to come as we explore the future of real estate and the legacy of leadership within FIABCI. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break.
Get credible and authentic housing news at your fingertips by downloading the Housing TV mobile app. You can also join the African International Housing Show live from across the globe through the Housing TV mobile app. The mobile app features live streaming and trending housing news. You can locate the AIHS venue via the app, network with AIHS seasoned speakers, and live chat with exhibitors. You can also order house or building materials at AIHS via this app. Download the Housing TV mobile app now from the App Store and Google Play Store. And don't forget to click on the notification button. Available for both iOS and Android users. Housing TV is also on Star Times, channel 149 decoder.
All right, welcome back. You're still the Real Conversation. Thanks for staying with us. As we head into our final segment, we're looking at the key trends shaping the global real estate market and what the future holds for the industry and FIABCI under the president's leadership. So now let's look at what legacy do you hope to leave as FIABCI's president?
So a few things. One, the presidency is typically for 2 years. So it's quite a short time, but we want to give a future to the younger generation. And that is why there's a lot of emphasis on the young professional members. That is one. Two, we like to do a lot of advocacy. So during my presidency, we've been trying to engage more with government at all levels, both federal and state. We're opportune to have some conversations with the Minister of Housing, Architect Dango, a few months ago. Last year too, we had a World Habitat Day. FIABCI likes to champion those conversations. This year, we want to make it slightly more engaging so that after my presidency, we'll be able to continue in that stead. We want the World Habitat Day to have professionals come in and also people from academia and also government, so that those roundtable conversations can deepen things around smart living, sustainable. How can we take this housing deficit from Lagos, from Nigeria, and to other African countries? So we'll take those baby steps and see how we can deepen the conversations across the other ESCOs.
All right, so back to your conference. A lot of Nigerians, a lot of Africans who they are anticipating, they want to know how to, belong to FIABCI, how to attend the Congress. How would they register? What was the advice to them? How can they be a part of this Congress that is coming up very soon in Nigeria?
Okay, good. So, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a huge conference, arguably one of the largest conferences that will take place in the country this year, with the caliber of thought leaders and FIABCI and non-FIABCI members that are coming in from out of the country. One of them is one of the largest real estate associations in the US, and obviously around the world. They have about 1.3 million members, National Association of Realtors. We've been able to get the president-elect, Kevin Brown. He was in the country last year. We had a real estate event, and we've graciously invited him again. And he said he'll come. He's giving a keynote conversation. So we are having this conference at this time. It's a one-week event. we want everyone to participate. It's going to take place at a hotel. I will share the website. We have a website where you can get a lot of this information. We have about 4 weeks to the event, and there are opportunities for exhibition booths. There are also opportunities to have one-on-one conversations with these professionals and leaders that are coming in. We don't want it to be your usual conferences where people come, network, take a couple of photos, learn a few things, and they go. No, we want it to deepen conversations, meet business partners in. So we will have roundtable conversations, business, B2B meetings, because these people are icons, these people are real estate business leaders in their country, and they're also coming to meet and partner with us. So I'll share the website shortly. But before I do that, I would also like to mention that for FIABCI, we have steps to take to join. It's for professionals, and we're also very concerned with our membership base. So if they go to the website, they'll get more information about that. But for registration and to get profile of all the speakers, they can go to info@fiabci realestatecongress.com.ng, or they can go to www.fiabciworldcongress.fiabcinigeria.com.
All right, so those websites, the emails you just mentioned, will be displayed on the screen.
Thank you.
So on the final note, what is your message to Nigerians, to Africans, as a president of FIABCI?
So my message will speak specifically to the World Congress, because that is what is before me. I think it's going to be an opportunity for everyone, real estate players, non-real estate players, to come in, come and network, come and learn. There will be amazing conversations over the 2-day session. Come and meet business leaders, come and meet real estate thought professionals from around the world. Let us take professionalism to the next level. I'm very, very certain that it will be an amazing conference. When I have opportunity to go for FIABCI conferences from around the world, I know how it enriches me. I come back, and it's like I have a stride on my steps. So I know that it will be equally the same. And as I mentioned, it's a Pan-African conference. We have the housing minister from Uganda that is coming. We have somebody from South Africa and from Ghana. So it will be an amazing 1 week, and I invite everyone to please join us. All
right, so it's going to be an amazing 1 week.
Sure.
And everyone is invited to
yes.
join the FIABCI Real Estate Congress. So thank you so much, Mr. Akin, for sharing your insights and passion. And it's clear FIABCI continues to be a beacon of collaboration and innovation. Thank you so very much for your time on the program.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
This is still the Real Conversation with your host, Flora Oni. And today I'm also honored to have with me in the studio Mr. Adeniji Adele, the President, FIABCI Africa and Near East Region. Good to have you in the studio today, sir.
Thanks for having me.
All right, as the President of Africa and Near East Region of FIABCI, tell us a brief history. How did FIABCI, started in Africa? Just give us a brief history about it.
Thanks for that question. FIABCI started as far back as 1972, when our founding fathers at Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuer, they joined several international associations, among which we have International Federation of Real Estate, acronym called FIABCI. And they thought it wise that they need to have a sign of synergy and collaboration with international organizations out there. And eventually we'll welcome into the fold of that organization called FIABCI. And since then, FIABCI Nigeria has been a vibrant association, the chapter in particular. And we have done so much tremendously to the international organization.
That's good to hear. All right, so what role does FIABCI play in facilitating cross-border investment and knowledge sharing between Africa and Near East and the rest of the world?
Yeah, FIABCI played a critical role in cross-border transactions with all our members, because when you look at the tenets of FIABCI, the core values of all the families. It's like a families across the globals. We have FIABCI Nigeria and other other relationship we have with other parts of the world. All members of FIABCI has a free entry to any part of the world to have a relationship in terms of transaction, in terms of seeking expert knowledge on a particular matter that has to do with anything in ecosystem, especially in the build industry. So FIABCI Nigerian was so prominent, it's still prominent as we are talking as at this moment. And we've done a lot of programs where all our members have gone for international conferences, bringing in a lot of investors, a lot of developers to come to Nigerians and showcase what we have and probably have a synergy, a working collaboration aspect with other nations of the world who are members of the FIABCI. These are what we have been able to showcase to the world. And aside that, we have a program where we educate our members on the international best practices. And in terms of knowledge sharings, we've done so much on that. And what makes us so unique is the thing that we believe in the core values. And the core values, FIABCI believe that the ethics, we don't joke with it. FIABCI International doesn't joke with it. So also FIABCI Nigerians. But the challenges we hear is about advocacy. Okay. In terms of advocacies, we're not there yet. Most people are probably just hearing about FIABCI, but we're trying to improve on these elements. And I know with time, with the current programs that we're going to have, hosting the World Congress, come June 9 to 13 of this year, the whole world will gather to celebrate FIABCI, especially FIABCI Nigerian, because this is the first time we're going to have such event here. And a lot of international delegates are coming.
Okay. So you just mentioned about the World Real Estate Congress of FIABCI. Now give us a highlight of this event. And, what should participants expect in terms of speakers, workshops, and networking opportunities?
Well, in terms of the outlines of the event we have, the event is the first time, it's taking place in Africa for the first time. Oh. In the existence of FIABCI globally in the last 75 years, this is the first time we're hosting it in Africa.
That's a big
and the right place chosen is the Nigerian. And the venue of this program, of this event, is Lagos Center of Excellence. We have a lot of speakers like our keynote speaker is the immediate past Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that's in person of Professor Yemi Osibajo, who will be delivering a keynote address. Okay. The themes of this event is Global Real Estate Renaissance. The Global Real Estate Renaissance is the theme of the events. Part of our keynote speaker, we have my president of the world for FIABCI, International Real Estate, person of Mr. Ramon Rera Tobaro will be there. We have other keynote speakers like Dr. Mohammed from Saudi Arabia. We have the Minister of Construction and Infrastructure from Hungary, and that's in person of Mr. Regan Lasenki. We have it. We have Lily Chand from Taiwan, a foremost developer in Taiwan, and that will avoid the opportunity for all Nigerian counterparts developer to meet all these important delegates who will be talking in the next 1 or 2 weeks about this particular program that we're having. And not only that, it's an avenue for all people in the build environment to network, to have access to new innovation, collaboration. Protect will be part of what we're talking about. And our program, we're talking about avoidable housing, we're talking about sustainability, and we're talking about environmental and social governance, ESG, how we can do things better in today's dispensation. And going back with the Renew Hope agenda of the present government, we're aligned with that. And that's where we're going to focus on it, how we have to do things right and we can catch up in terms of social housing need, in terms of infrastructural development. Thank God for the present government on what they're doing, but they can still do more. And we need to be honest with ourselves. We need to correct all the wrongs. We need to showcase to the world, this is the time that we have. to prove to the world the narration has been changed and Nigeria can do better.
Yeah, Nigeria can really do better. All right, so you've mentioned the team, you've mentioned the delegates that we are attending. How long will this program last?
This program will probably last for about 5 days.
Okay.
The first day, we're going to have the arrival of the delegates, and all the guests will start from on the 8th. And there'll be a golf tournament at Lakwewe Golf Tournament Field.
Okay.
We're going to have that section probably on Sunday, after which we're going to have a welcome party at Farah Palace Hotel at the open facing the lagoon. Aside that, we're going to have the opening section, the ceremony, which will be graced by the Mr. President himself, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
Okay.
will be our special guest. And we have the keynote speaker, as earlier said, Professor Yomi Osibajo. We have the current Minister of Housing and Urban Development, in person Alhaji Dangiwa. And we have other ministers from outside the country, the ministers from housing from Uganda. We have the minister from Hungary. And we have a lot of international guests today, like Mr. Kevin Brand, the National Association Rector from United States of America, is the current president-elect.
Okay.
Will be gracing that occasion as well. So we have all these people in place. And that will be a young professional gathering as well. And they might have a kind of study tours for all our delegates to see the length and breadth of Nigerians if possible. But because of the time allotted, we might be time constrained. They might just be restricted to Lagos for now. Maybe in subsequent event, we'll think of other location we can use if a chance. And aside that, the several visits will be made to all our cultural centers and our historic and iconic building in Nigerians.
Okay.
But this country in Africa is not only limited Nigerians. We're expecting delegates from Ghana, delegates from Uganda, and delegates from Kenya. All these people were invited because this is the first time in Africa.
That's beautiful. It's the first time in Africa and it's happening here in Nigeria, a great country. Okay, what message do you have for international delegates attending the 75th FIABCI World Real Estate Congress who are curious about, the potential of Africa and the Near East?
Yeah, my message is simplest to say that Nigeria is safe. Nigeria is a land of opportunity. Nigeria has a great potentials, and therefore I welcome all my potentials delegates. My president, the world president, in person of Mr. Raman Rera, is welcome to Nigeria to ensure that it comes here safely. And when they are here, a bit of hospitality will be displayed to all our delegate members. And not only that, our policymakers, our government officials, people in the international as well as in the building industry, all professionals in the real estate, they are welcoming them to Nigerians. And I promise them it will be a good time, an insightful and a rewarding time during that event.
All right. Thank you so very much, Mr. Adeniji Adele, for your time on The Real Conversation.
Nice.
We do appreciate you and wish you all the best
Thank you
as
very much.
We move towards the FIABCI World Real Estate Congress. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So to our viewers, mark your calendars for the 75th FIABCI Real Estate Congress. It promises to be a gathering like no other. I'm Flora Oni, and this has been The Real Conversation. See you next time. Bye for now.